What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the new balance patch. We're going to be trying out the new, or I guess heavily revamped Overclock here, the Mark 11. It was available on only the Stubby and the Plasma Carbine, I think, so we're going Recon Scout to unlock both of those weapons. The Plasma Carbine isn't guaranteed to get it since it has 3 unstable overclocks, so you might miss there. I'm actually not sure if the Stubby still has 3. There's one overclock on it that I haven't seen in a while, the one where it causes an explosion when you shoot your own constructs. I actually tried to get that a few times recently and I haven't seen it, so I am a bit unsure whether or not Stubby has 2 or 3 unstable overclocks now, but we're going both of the weapons that can find it to hopefully get it on at least one of them. And then oh yeah, I should probably tell you what stats have changed on it as well. So it used to give a ton of fire rates and it would reduce your accuracy, but they have swapped that around a bit. The fire rate is much lower. It sort of gives a boost to all of your stats overall, sort of. Gives a bit of reload speed, bit of fire rates, but it now gives a ton of potency instead of some of the huge fire rates. So it's going to be sort of a debuffing overclock now. So we're going for full status effects. The stun sweeper would fit in pretty nicely here. That'd make it a bit easier to hit the stuff, but I kind of want to get the levels going on one of them. So here we go, the Plasma Carbine, that works. We will be giving up one of the most powerful overclocks in the game, the sawed-off effect for that, in order to try this out. So hopefully it ends up being pretty good. But the Plasma Carbine does have an interesting interaction with that, where you can actually add 2 different status effects to the Carbine. You can get both burning and freezing. So we can potentially freeze stuff basically instantly and get huge burn stacks on top of that. With all the potency it'll be getting, fire rate is a pretty good stat for us. We're looking for fire rate and reload speed mainly to get a ton of stacks, as well as potency once that's available. Clipboard has the 10% XP now, and 5% or 10% fire damage would be useful, but I think an early gold scanner is still too good to pass up. Let's take the purple there. So we're looking for fire rate and reload speed. Actually, I should have taken the mining speed there. But those 2 will help us stack more status effects, as well as ramping up the weapons at the same time. Damage. We have probably enough armor for now. So we'll be going full status damage if I can here, trying to get as much potency as possible on the weapons. We have to get the overclocks for the Plasma Carbine to unlock that first. But the Stubby will have it available already since it's electric damage by default.
Excellent job.
Shellback, we can maybe get a good spot to drop some rocks on him here. Might have to take a couple hits, but Shellbacks are so annoying, I'll go for that. Fire rates into an overclock. We want to get the electric on that to go with the build, I think, so we'll take the massive stat increase for that for now, and try to find it at level 12. Looks like we should have most of the resources, so I'm going to try and get some detonators on that guy. Only one went off, oops. But I got close enough for all 3 there. Reload's fine. Get some nice Zukov shots by having him chase me in a straight line. Should be good enough for now, and then we can run around for a little bit and then grab the magnet towards the end here. Fire rates or damage. We'll get some more fire rate since that's a higher rarity, and damage is the stat that I'm looking for the least here, I think, for a status build.
You're really pissing off the bugs.
So we want the stubby and then something else cool. Burst Fire does have sidearm. Plasma Charger would actually be pretty cool, I think. It would unlock plasma upgrades, which aren't ideal since they don't come with potency. But honestly, it fits the carbine pretty nicely, I think.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before
You can get both freezing and burning on the charger as well. Take a nice reload speed here. Fire rate, yup. Paint job will help us look for overclocks, reloads. Piercing is fine.
gather up your gear and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Stage 1 cleared. Be sure to spend your gold and nitro before the next stage.
Some big early pickup. I think I will take that for the overclock. Okay, we got one status effect so far. Hopefully we get the burning at the next one. I'll take a cheap level there. Decent fire rate if I want that. Fairly cheap level, I guess.
Got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
Reload speed for light. I will have one more light weapon, so that's not bad. I do need to make sure I get a good amount of gold before I get level 25, so we have some rerolls available for that. What is that ball right there doing?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
Yeah, we definitely need some mining speed to go with the gold scanner. Should have been prioritizing that a bit more before now. But the second best time to mine rocks is right now. The best time was in the past. So all I can do is improve it right now. Another gold scanner. Coupons are pretty nice as well, but I am down for that, I think. That'll allow us to get a lot more good stats for the build, like status damage, projectile fire rates, reload speed.
Achieved your objective in a record time.
Oh yeah, I don't even have any status damage yet, so we can't even find that upgrade currently. We need to get either the fire overclock for one of the two plasma weapons or the electric conversion on the Zukov before that even appears. Or if we simply had the stubby weapon since that starts as electric.
Scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
See, if we can keep them in a very tight area, then the plasma bounces should do a lot of work here. So we're looking for the stubby, no, there we go. That should help killing elites here as well. It's a pretty strong early game weapon. I've just felt like it hasn't really scaled very well in the past when I've tried to do builds focused around it. But maybe the massive 100% potency overclock will change that up a bit. I don't see where the hoarder went. Ruh-roh. Big fire rates. So the trail was going over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Big fire rates. Actually, coupons early on from the Hoarder, that is amazing. That'll pay off a lot in the long run. We'll take the fire rate for more debuff stacking. Probably need some more damage on the elites. They're still very healthy. Yeah, if I can get the Zukov to line up on them as I'm mining, that would probably be the best. Let's go for some rocks so they don't ramp up too much. Those ones won't hit at this range. We don't have any XP yet, so that'll probably be helpful with all the mobs that will probably die here with some of the explosions and rocks and stuff. If we stay close, then the stubby will also hit them pretty well. Oh, there's a detonator. Well, I just blasted them before I could quite get in range. Let's go potency here. Damage isn't really ideal, but it's the same thing for either of those. Damage, I guess we'll take the level. Reload, that's better than damage at least.
The bugs are growing stronger.
Potency, fantastic. And then we can probably go for some big bug farming with that. So many get squashed, it actually lags out a bit. Reload speed, it's purple. Big fire rates, yep. Damage, damage. Let's go to the fire rates. Reload is okay, but that is higher. Plasma damage, nah, we'll take... I do want to get the conversion, but I do want to see the revamped overclock a bit more. So we're taking the levels on that first. Plasma carbine, reload speed is fine. Crit damage isn't amazing for a status build, so probably the purple reload again. I guess it's fine with all the fire rate we'll be getting. Big HP. I don't have any survivability yet, so I probably should grab that other than a bit of armor. Luck, fire rate into an overclock. We'll take probably the fire rate reload speed for that for now. Paint job for some levels. Paint job, electrical, nice. Reload, status, cheap reload.
Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
Proj damage isn't really great. Potency into an overclock is though. Unfortunately, no fire rip, so we can only have the slowing effect on that. Guess we'll take the big stats here. So that's really not going to be anywhere near its full potential now. Mining speed, some movement, and pickup.
You've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
It'll be a very strong freezing weapon still, but it's just not really going to have any damage for me, I think. Crit damage, probably just take the fire rate here, try and get that up to level 18 fairly soon. Massive fire rate on that will be fantastic for applying more of the electrical debuff. Multi-tool, let's take a quick look. 4, 5, 6, I think 7? And I think we have all of those, so that would be plus 10%. So I may as well just take the divers over that. That'll give even more stats. We will definitely look for the weapon box, and if we get something interesting off of that, it could make the multi-tool a lot better later on.
Objective completed. Excellent job. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Damage, we'll take the level. Kind of want to get that one up to 18 ASOP now, since that's the only status damage plus new flash revamped overclock I can get here now. Paint job reload. I think we have a lot of reload, and that'll help push the levels. Looks like we have this mostly mined out, but 2 gold scanners still to pump up a little bit. Big fire rates. Pull them through some detonators here, help out with the single target a bit. Or a lot, actually. Oh, that's pretty far in the opposite direction. Paint job. Let's grab this stubby here, I think, into an overclock here. I don't think either of these really matters a ton. We're not really going to be scaling the weapon damage much, so I don't really lose a lot by taking that. I guess we'll see how it goes. Reload into an overclock. We'll grab the burn on that one. Bit more HP. Let's grab some big XP here with the magnet coming in. Damage, we do need the levels. Stubby, stubby.
This one.
Electrical is actually not bad now. I wasn't going to go for it when we were focusing a plasma weapon,
I'm a new dwarf.
but we do have a lot of gold, so I think that's decent now.
Better dwarf. Let me try again.
Stubby damage, we'll pass on that. Bit more light reloads.
Just the upgrade.
Regular.
Try again.
I might take a paint shop for that. But we can also get one there, bring it close to the new overclock and grab a fire rate on that.
Mind if I do? What else?
Let's see, that's all nitro stuff when I have 0 nitro, sick.
Next.
Bit more mining, some movement.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Just one more level on the stubby, please. It's taking so long.
Never felt better.
Big swarm detected. Lockerman, get ready. Well done.
Potency, there we go, mark 11. So it gives a decent amount of all-around stats, sort of. Bit of fire rate, reload, clip size, a lot of potency. It used to be 200% fire rates, but they sort of shifted it around. Should be a fantastic debuffing overclock now. And that's also available on the plasma carbine. Those are the only 2 weapons that I remember it on. If there are any others I missed, let me know, because I can't really remember right now.
Let's get the next one.
Can't plant the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Got it right between the eyes.
And I still haven't seen that one that causes an explosion when you shoot your own constructs again. So it does seem like that was removed from the game, but I didn't see any patch notes about that.
Yes. Loaded it up, right? Much better.
I am not sure if I'm going to be able to do this right now. Good fire rate, bring it close to level 18. See if we can sneak in over here and then hopefully freeze them enough with a carbine to pull it off. We are surrounded pretty heavily. It's pretty early. Let's go the nitro scanner here. and try and squeeze back out of here. Big damage, but that's not super important for how we're building, so let's grab the level 18 here. Piercing's nice to have. Take the death spiral. See if we can swing back and grab some of that XP that was dropping near the supply pod with all the AoE going off over there. Fire rate, sure. I think we need to get some more damage on the elites though. So this guy will stop soon, and we need to get some good shots with the stubby on him, I think. Let's turn numbers off so I can control a bit better here. Potency, sure. Definitely need some big elite damage here if I can. They're getting pretty ramped up. Need to finish this guy so we have a bit more room to move around. Then it'll be a lot easier to hit the Praetorian. Potency is decent. Yeah, let's try and end this now. Don't have too much time left with how fast they're getting. Big damage. I guess we will take it here. Potency, we'll take that over damage. Try and get some freezes to save a bit of HP here. Okay, not too bad. I think I will take some cheap levels that are okay for it, just to get it up to 18 and see the overclock on that as well. We don't have a ton of nitra, so I guess we'll take that. Pass on that one for now, some big pickup. Potency on there is pretty nice, but oh well. Piercing, that would be pretty helpful as well. I guess we'll grab that, help out with the AoE a bit. Luck, fire rates. Global damage, some more pickup, bit of armor. I think we're okay on that. Honestly, the mining speed with triple scanners and coupons, probably get some good value out of that still.
We got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something.
Try and keep them slowed right on the center for an easy kill. Probably shouldn't have taken the damage there. Chemist is pretty nice. Gold scanner is also very good. Let's probably go the chemist and not get too greedy here. Reload, sure. Yeah, I'm glad I got that piercing on the Zukov. We could probably use a lot more of that, to be honest. Let's not go down there. Big pickup or some proj damage. I'm not sure I'm really going to be able to hit them with my current piercing. I can hit the melee guy. Try to get some shots through him onto the ranged one. Yeah, I think we need some more piercing here. The AoE damage actually seems pretty bad. It doesn't help that we miss the burning effect on the plasma carbine, I suppose. That would be a pretty good damage boost. See if we can get some detonators on them here. Fire rates. Honestly, status damage is probably better here, but we're only one level away from the overclock. Some more detonators, hopefully. Alright, let's try and line up some stubby shots again through both of them. Reload, good, sure. Wow, this is rough. Good thing we went chemist kits. I need all of the single target damage I can get, it seems like. Still feels like the stubby has pretty weak scaling as it levels, even with all that extra potency on it here. I think we're a bit light on status damage still as a global modifier, and that probably is one of my best damage stats here. Reload for the stubby. We can grab that, it's pretty wasteful though. Let's probably take a purple for my highest weapon so far. He actually killed his friend by jumping on the rocks there and knocking them on top of him. Top 10 anime betrayals. Damage, it's not very useful. We have a ton of gold. Let's see what else there is. Movements, or some global damage. We could definitely use some damage.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Impressive work, miner. The Dreadnought never knew what hit it.
Pretty wasteful. Don't think I care about any of these too much. Luck. Reload. Damage and potency for those two. My top weapons currently. Paint job for overclocks there. No freezing effect on that one, unfortunately. So we have two plasma weapons that combined would have been sick, but on their own are kind of useless now. I guess we'll try Vortex Core again. It usually seems pretty underwhelming. Bit of potency, global, fire rate to finish that off. We didn't even get the overclock for that. This is not the run, it seems. Guess we will have to take the sun off, but that will improve the freezing quite a bit. But I'm still not really going to scale up that weapon. I think I will grab that. Status, some more mining. Bit of global. Don't have a ton left if we reroll, so I'll just hold it for now.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Yeah, the freeze is basically on demand now, so it's good, it's just not really what I wanted.
The scanner just lit up the red Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Can't drop supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
Another gold scanner? It really wants me to take that. I guess we're doing it. That does allow me to completely fix the build with gold tipped now. We can find that at some point.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. Well done. You got them all.
Crit chance is okay. I'll take that over plasma carbine, which doesn't really do much damage now.
You're cute, but you're dead.
Get it done, Miner. The bugs are furious. The bugs are growing stronger.
Status damage, need a lot more of that still.
Time is running out, Miner. The bugs are getting worse. Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around. Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
There we go. That's a big boost right now.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Piercing, need some of that. Fire rate is pretty solid, no.
Let's shake it up.
Big fire rate. I need some levels on the charger still.
What else?
Damage, no. Piercing, definitely. Paint job is helpful. Probably big
Gotta do
potency.
something epic with this. I want another go. I rarely take one of these.
I guess we
Oh,
do
yeah,
have a lot
roll
of
the
gold
dice on
here.
this one.
Mining,
Yes.
don't really care too much.
Show me more.
Bit more XP. Piercing on that, probably not.
What else we got?
Lock
I can
potency.
get this rare stuff.
Piercing on that, how's it doing? 7. Probably use that. I guess we'll lock it.
This is a simple mining mission.
I don't know if it's completely necessary anymore, but we were really struggling with the AoE and sometimes hitting the bosses early on. So, probably best to lock that just in case. reload. We need the overclocks there still. Every time it's on the complete opposite side of the horde I just walked through. Yeah, I kind of need to play around the shellbacks for now. Maybe we can freeze these and then squish them as they come back in. Probably take the stubby level here. Not quite. But I think my damage is fine now. Ammo rig is pretty solid for 3 of the weapons here. Energy bars is also quite good. 146. I think this probably has a bit less of a downside and it's more fun. And it applies more debuffs. Oh, we killed the other guy already, it's just the shellbacks now. So best if we can keep those alive for a bit and get a bit more scanner resources. It's actually perfect, stopping right behind a little wall there, so most of the projectiles won't hit them. Damage, not really. Probably just a bit more mining speed. Pretty good value out of that still with 4 scanners. Damage, global damage should be better actually.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there's a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Grab our piercing, bit expensive, but we'll take it. Fire rate, global damage,
Nothing for me here.
global reload if I want that one, sure.
I rarely pick one of these.
And we will have even more balls, I think.
Overclock.
Tripping balls just doesn't last long enough, I feel like.
Nothing for me here. Let's try
I'll take a movement to help out with the ammo rig we just got. Don't really care too much. Probably gonna save some gold for
I'll take this one.
gold tipped if we can find that at some point. I think I'm okay on pickup radius now. We got some big upgrades for that.
Surely next time will be better.
Potency for that, electric and potency, fire rates. And I think that's probably good for now.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objective.
For going for the big gold tips. Potency for that, I think global damage probably helps me the most here.
I rarely pick one of these. Let's go have some fun.
for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
Bring it, bangers!
Supply pod prepped for you. We need the LZ clear.
Purple crit damage is probably the best here. Doesn't work on status damage, but we're applying so many electrical stacks, I should be over 100% crits on anything tanky anyways.
Heading your way. Load
So getting a bit of that is probably still worth it. Multi-tool, I guess we'll take it. I don't think it's huge here. 57 up to 71. Yeah, probably need the weapon box to get really good value out of that on this build. Piercing, yup. That brings us up to 9 on this stubby. The freezing sun off plasma carbine really does buy me a ton of time to farm resources here. Doesn't really matter how much the small bugs ramp up if they just get frozen instantly every time I go near them. Big movements, sure. Fire rate for the stubby, yup.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Light reload, how's that looking? We probably have enough fire rate that it's still not terrible. So I'll grab a bit more, don't care about the plasma. Reload on that, I think we're okay on the nitro version of it. That's a big gold, bit of potency. Mining, there's a few more levels left.
What else?
Status definitely, don't care about the plasma too much. Fire rates.
I want another go.
Fire rates. Bit more movement, I guess.
Let's shake it up.
Big reload, nah. Big status though.
More options.
Piercing, fire rate, status.
Next.
Bit more light reload, fire rate, global damage. One more reroll. Potency, yup. Reload, not for that one. Global damage.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
It's pretty hard to level a weapon off of a weapon box at this point if we do find one, but it'll probably still be worth it for their extra reload speed anyways. And it's just cool to see what you get off of it anyways. Global damage. I think it's too late for that fire. We only really have the plasma charger, so that's a reroll. Nitro powder's okay. Energy bars is a lot of damage, and that should work on status effects, being a global fire like that. So that should be pretty good damage, although we can only take like one big hit maybe. Let's get that for a little bit of extra safety with how squishy we are now. More potency for our two main weapons. bit late for luck, but oh well.
Rare.
Potency for that one.
More options.
Fire rates, don't care there. A little bit of extra safety.
Nothing for me here.
We can maybe take one accidental hit now. Some stubby upgrades.
I'll take this one. What else we got?
Light reload, global damage,
Stronger. Gonna roll the dice on this one.
global,
Make smile. Show me more.
light reload, don't really care.
Let's shake it up.
Big fire rate, some piercing for the Zukov. Maybe one more
Next time will be better.
fire
Mind if I
rates,
do?
global,
Just what I needed.
and some potency.
This is the big one, Miner. Find and destroy the cocoons and take out that Dreadnought.
But yeah, let's have numbers on for the boss if possible, so we can see how high the status effects can ramp up now. Let's get some big stubby shots on this guy. And I guess we can put some hot balls all over him too with the hot plasma and the splitting balls there. Potency for the stubby, sure.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Let's save that a little bit in case there's pickled nitra or pay to win. I'd probably still take those. And it'll be a little bit easier if I wait. Oh, they're just out instantly. Okay, pickled nitra. I'm going to be pretty slow, but the damage should be pretty nuts. And I do love nuts. He didn't even have a graphic there, did he? I didn't see the charge. What? He just instantly jumped on me. What is that? I didn't even get to see my nuts there. That's so messed up. Let's see. We had 2 electric weapons, 59-ish, I think. No, 57-ish. So we had about double that. So about half of it from electrical, I think. Or from the damage over time. And then we had burn from here of 50.4 million. Not too bad for one overclock there. Really wish we had gotten the burn on the plasma carbine. That would have been super cool, combined with the 100% potency that it can get from the Mark 11 now. Would have been a ton of freezing and burning, but still very good freezing. But that's kind of the standard setup there that I always go with a carbine. Wanted to try something a bit different, but unfortunately we did miss a lot of the cool overclocks here. But you can get a ton of potency now with the new and revamped Mark 11. Good overall stats, ton of potency, decent clip size to go with the fire rates. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.